Hey there, Magic One. Welcome to your tarot reading for the week. I really hope that you are staying blessed. I've just called in to say a big hi and to let you know what I've been working on. I'm actually currently chipping away at the March monthly tarot readings. Yes, chipping away because it does take a lot of time. So I'll be releasing them across the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully 2. So keep an eye out for your sign. There's also extended versions of those available this time round. So if the message really resonates for you and perhaps you don't want to get a personal reading, you can, for a very small donation, jump into a more deep and clarified version of that reading. So all the details will be in the reading. When you see your sign pop up, you can find that out. If you do want a personal reading or healing, I am available for those, and you'll find the link to my website down below where you can arrange that. The doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. Should you want to really learn to connect more deeply with your own intuition and guide yourself, I'd love to take you on that journey with me. But for now, I am wishing you a week of love and magic. Thanks for joining me for your reading. Let's head across now. Leo, welcome to your tarot reading for February 28th through to March the 6th. Let's see what may be on the cards for you. As per usual, I have got here the 9-card block. I use 3 cards for the recent past or to describe the situation, 3 for what you should focus on this week, and 3 for our near future outcome. I have a selection of oracle cards, a lead tarot energy, and I've turned over the bottom of the deck for you. This week I am working with the Sacred Creator Oracle, the Moonology Oracle, Moonchild and Starchild tarots from Danielle Knoll, which are my personal faves, and of course the classic Rider-Waite, but this is the Radiant version. So Leo, a lot of pentacles in this reading. I always look to the dominant suit. There's 4 suits in the tarot, and we look in a reading normally for the dominant suit that kind of gives us the area that we're working in, the theme. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pentacles cards here, so I feel like this is around stability and security for many of you. It could be around job, career, money, in order to achieve more abundance, but sometimes it can link into relationships because our relationships can have an impact on other areas of our life as well, especially if we're carrying stress in them, or we're have joint assets and that kind of thing. So it's something in that realm. We'll see how this plays out. Now the first 2 cards out of the Sacred Creators were Changemaker, Make Waves, and the Edge of Evolution Feels Messy. Yeah, like I'm really feeling into this energy that change is required, but it feels really uncomfortable. And you might have heard the saying, Leo, this has popped into my head when I pulled these cards, is that everything that you want is just outside your comfort zone, all right? So in order to bring that in, we need to step over the edge. We need to do something differently. It generally involves stepping into the unknown, or maybe doing the very thing that we had been resisting. So that's what it feels like for you. It's like the edge of evolution feels messy. I didn't want to go there, but I'm kind of seeing I'm going to have to in order to bring these changes in. So, change really does require strength and courage. Hey, that's your card, Leo. You've got this in bags. I always say that the kind of formula for like manifesting change is, setting the intention. Okay, that's the manifestation piece, which is about, thinking good thoughts. It's about setting the goal. It's about really focusing on it. And then we must take aligned action. So not just any old action, but targeted action that helps us, bring in what we're trying to achieve. And that equals, for us, inspired change, right? Change that actually, really is what we were trying to achieve, because we don't want any old change. We want change that is really going to bring us closer to our purpose, bring us more abundance and that type of thing. So I feel like that is what you are working on this week. The Moonology card is take time to breathe out. So we need to be in a very like calm and stable place to make good decisions, clear decisions. But also if we are trying to manifest something, if we're in a state of stress, or if we're up in the mind and trying to think our way through it, it's not really the best place to manifest from. We want to do it from a feeling place, right? So take time to breathe out. Take time to chill, and that's when you'll get your greatest clarity. Now, the Five of Pentacles is your lead tarot energy. Six of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck. So I'm feeling that things have been out of balance for you, not just over the last couple of weeks, but for some time. In terms of your stability and your security, I'm feeling money for a lot of you. You know, you could have had a debt situation come up. You might have lost your job or had your hours reduced because of the pandemic. You may have gone through the dissolving of a relationship that has resulted in, division of assets, needing to move into a home, and you kind of halve everything up. The Five of Pentacles is an energy of lack or loss, right? Or it could be that, you're seeking new opportunity and you've had some issues finding it. It can be a feeling of, look, I'm out alone in the cold, I feel unsupported, and I really just don't have what I really need to get ahead. Now, the slippery side of the Five of Pentacles is that when we get stuck in that perpetuating cycle of loss and lack and scarcity, we are putting that energy out into the world. And whatever energy we put out into the world, the universe will match and send us more of that to validate that inner belief of not being worthy or deserving. So this is why I say fake it till we make it, and I don't mean being inauthentic or not having integrity, but we actually have to feel rich, right? We actually have to feel abundant and vibrate at that frequency in order to call that towards us. So, there's going to be a certain amount of just needing to believe, to feel your inner richness in order to change the game here. The other message here with the Five of Pentacles is that, even in your hardest time, angel spirits, guides, we've got Temperance here, are with you and guiding you. And sometimes we have to go through these challenges just for growth and to get to the other side, right? Because we won't repeat these cycles again. Sometimes it's happened, outside of our control, like the loss of a job and things like that. And we just have to trust. We just have to trust that we are being redirected. Six of Pentacles can be this energy where, in the past, or maybe how you're feeling now, it's like you've been getting just enough to keep you in the current situation, but not enough to thrive. So we're surviving, but we're not thriving. I always see the beggars here and the emperor, like two extremes. And someone's getting the crumbs and somebody's dishing out the crumbs. So you might feel that your abundance is being controlled by external circumstances. So it's really about you stepping up and taking leadership and taking control and taking action, Leo, so that you can become that emperor. So in the recent past, I've got Strength, Nine of Swords, and Eight of Cups. And I'm noticing that you have, your angel numbers are pretty wild here, Leo. You've got 8, 8, 8. 888 is a master abundance number, okay? And it's also about power and mastery, okay? So I feel like by stepping into your power, there's some kind of mastery of a lesson here that's going to bring you to abundance. Now, you've also got 33, 99. 33 is a number of creation, ascended masters working with you, and 9 says that you're very close to fruition and fulfillment of what you're trying to make happen here. Okay, so there has been stress, Nine of Swords, and it's about your stability, security, and your money. Now, with the Eight of Cups here, I feel that you've either had to move away from maybe a job or relationship, and that's been the cause of your issues, or for some of you, you are needing to move away from a situation that basically isn't giving you what you're worth or what you deserve. And if you're honest with yourself, Leo, you're also not happy there, maybe because of that. The Eight of Cups is somebody who's following that intuition to leave behind a situation that's just not the full picture. So I feel like that has been part of the journey here, or will be, and you're going to need to really apply the strength and courage, you know, your energy here, your major arcana, in order to do that. It feels like you have a lot more potential than what you're either able to use in this situation, or what you're actually, you know, it just feels like there's a lot more potential than where you are currently, but you just need to unlock that. Now, part of unlocking it is bringing our inner beast, right, under control. And that can be our fears and our anxieties, our paranoias. We've got the moon here as well. Our inner scripts and stories that are saying, you know, we don't deserve it, this is my lot. And that can be because we learnt that through childhood. Maybe our parents had money issues, or talked about money or stability, security in ways like, you know, it's the root of all evil, or doesn't grow on trees, that kind of thing. We really need to clear the slate and come out at this in a very positive and loving way, right? Send that positive and loving energy out, and the universe will match that. So you've got more potential than where you are. It's about overcoming this lack and loss. It might require you to move on from a situation, or it may have been the moving on from a situation that has created this situation. You're on the edge of change. It's feeling messy, but you are making waves of change. Current focus energy, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and Temperance. Temperance is Saggy energy. I'm just going to call out that we have Pisces, Cancer here with the moon, and we have your energy here with Strength card, Leo. Now, the Temperance card follows on from the Death card in the sequence of the major arcana. So I feel that you are recovering from an ending, right? And that kind of backs up that maybe we had to leave behind a situation, or we were asked to leave. You're in the recovery and the rebuilding stage here. It feels like you're healing it. Temperance is a lot about healing, recovering from that loss. And I feel that the cards are saying, keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing here, Leo. The 8 of Pentacles is the worker card, and it's the person that is, you know, head down, tail up, chipping away one pentacle at a time, rebuilding. You might be doing some learning and development. You might be back at school. You might be, you know, at uni doing an online course. You might be rebuilding your resume. You might be working 2 jobs or a side hustle. Whatever it is, the cards are saying it is working for you because it is healing the situation slowly but surely, all right? And it is bringing you through to a new positive chapter. Now, the 3 of Cups is the centerpiece of the reading, and I love this energy because the 3 of Cups is about celebrating the harvest. So what it says is that this kind of work phase, this rebuilding phase that you're going through, is the planting of the seeds. And soon, you know, in your next spiritual chapter, it could be in a few months, it could be next year, but you will actually be celebrating the fruits of your labors, right? Your abundance is increasing, you're achieving that goal. It's really happening for you. It's a very, very joyful energy, the 3 of Cups. So down here we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the moon. So we're going from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9, right? So we're leveling up from the 5 to the 6 to the 8 to the 9. We have real progression here. And the 9 of Pentacles is somebody who's successful, right? Who's put the hard work in and has reaped the results or the rewards. So it's in the future, but it's there. It says that, you know, you are achieving and you are actually going to be building quality and luxury in your life. This, Leo, is also the energy of independence. So it feels like you are building, you know, your independence financially, or, you know, renting your own home or whatever it is that really, you know, you've done it on your own. It's like you've really gone out on your own and done this. Some of you might be going out and working on your own as well. The 9 of Pentacles can talk about that. There is the reminder that it takes time though, so don't be disheartened if it is a slower burn at the start. But yeah, I really feel like the 3 of Wands is about feeling the ships coming in, feeling the beginnings of that success. Once you've put that past situation behind you, and you can keep taking the action, right? The inspired action of the Ace of Wands. you know, you're really going to feel those ships coming in. You know, I do see someone who's at that cliff edge now. We talked about that, you know, and this could be, you know, that the edge of evolution feels messy, and it might feel messy because it is really hard work, because we've had to go through a tower moment or a messy time. But the cards are saying, you know, the worst is behind you. Keep taking the action and moving forward, and you will find the path. Now, the moon here can be a few different things. It can mean that we need to control the paranoia and the anxieties as well. It can mean that the new path forward is feeling a little bit hidden at the moment and is yet to be fully revealed. And it can mean that this is all actually going to be a hidden blessing for you, Leo. You just need to, you know, keep working towards it and trust that things will change, grow, expand. Akashic records, yeah. This is part of your destiny, and it's part of your karmic lessons that you actually signed up for in your pre-birth planning. So I really feel that you are learning something important here. And the Chariot, that's Cancer energy again. And this is a card of freedom and liberation. It talks about leaving behind comfort zones, leaving behind a sense of home in order to claim a victory. And it says, you know, when we're willing to step out of our comfort zone and maybe feel into the messy energy of evolution, we really have the chance to go to the next level and really achieve and really welcome in that sense of true freedom into our lives. Okay, Leo, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this channeled tarot message, keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective and may or may not be for you. Feel free to drop me a comment. I read them all and try to get back to most of you over there as well. Helps me get to know you guys and see what the collective themes are. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll know when I post new videos. It also helps support the channel, so it's a great energy exchange between us, as is when you like, share and comment on the video. Leo, it's been a pleasure to read your cards. See you back here for another one next week. Bye for now.